When faced with the choice between commentating cheese pizza and doing my physics homework, well, which one do you think I chose? Cheese pizza, baby! Episode 3, spawning in the top left corner, we have our victim, Clidramus. In the top right, we have Covert Owl, the Protoss player. Looking around to the bottom left, introducing the Cheese Pizza Masters. What the fuck? That was some crazy Inception shit. Top left, we have Spencer, the self-proclaimed god of Protoss, self-proclaimed waiver wire god. He is playing the scam race this game. And then in the top right, we have the Benny Hill Zerg, Savagewood, me. Few things about cheese pizza if you're new to the series. My cousin Spencer and I go into 2v2 games on the Battle.net North American ladder and cheese the shit out of people. Sorry for that. And we're not always, we usually don't cheese in 1v1s, but in 2v2s. That's what we do. We have a gas first opening coming out of Spencer. We have a gas first opening coming out of me. We have nothing out of the Protoss, maybe a Nexus first. And we have a Brax out of the Terran. Looks like a complete, well, is it a complete? No, it is not a complete wall off. Anyway, the looks pretty standard on their end, but as far as our end goes, it looks like I'm still mining gas yet to put down my pool. And Spencer is getting a second gas. What the hell? One of the pros of cheese pizza, as some people would think, would be that there's quite a bit of banter that goes on. It's usually just random shit. Usually the word easy is involved, and usually it's pretty BM. So far we have discussed Rachel Ray, and they've been very rude about Miss Ray. What do I have going on in my base, you might ask? Well, a spawning pool. With 100 gas in the bank, Spencer is going eBay first, and gases, and he's bad, he's only saturated one of his gases. And it looks like he might be proxying something here, as my computer lags to shit. And what is he gonna do? What is he gonna do? Still waiting. We have an expand coming out of the Protoss player, as well as a Cybercore. One gas. Looks like 2 racks from the Terran. It wasn't 11-11 2 racks. It just looks like maybe just a slight bio player. Maybe he just has no fucking idea what he's doing. It's hard to say. We have a Baneling nest coming out of me. This looks like one base Damaga style Baneling bust as I kill the scouting SCV here. Pylon going down at the natural of the Protoss player. And nothing really more to speak of at the moment. A reactor and a tech lab. So this might be a 3 racks all in, or this might just be delayed tech. And we have Neo-Steel plating coming out of Spencer. What the hell is that, you might ask? Wait, is this Neo-Steel plating? Yeah, it is. Or Neo-Steel frame. It increases the cargo space of bunkers and planetary fortresses by 2. Meaning bunkers can hold 6 Marines or 3 Marauders, and command centers can hold 10 SCVs. And either Spencer is expanding to their natural or proxying a command center for some odd reason. We'll see where the hell that goes. And look at this! Bit by bit! 9 SCVs coming down to join this building. We'll see where that goes. Spencer still has quite a bit of shit going on at home, and no barracks to speak of. So no orbital or no units, really. We have about half a dozen Mariners patrolling around the natural expansion of the Protoss player, along with a Zealot, or Zealot if you're not a dipshit. Warp gate research about to finish, and Spencer's command center just finished. His Neo-Steel frame isn't quite done yet, but it looks like he's going to try to float it into their base. We'll see what happens with this. And as far as on my end, I've completely cut drones, and I'm making pure speed Zerglings. Spencer is floating his building in. I am preparing the Banelings to bust a nut. They left the front door down. Looks like Spencer's gonna try to Spencer's gonna try to land the command center. Rachel Ray's favorite pieces, cheese! Banelings! Banelings! And we'll pull up the units tab. And they don't have shit, guys. Spencer looks like he's gonna make this a planetary fortress. It's turning into a PF. Baneling bust! Bust a nut! The Zerglings are flooding into the main base of Calaramus and Covert Owl here. SCVs are being killed. The planetary fortress is being made. Looks like a mass repair is about to go down. Zerglings are being produced at home. Spencer has jack shit. He's all in at this point. The SCVs are getting ready to repair. The Stalkers are starting to pick off the SCVs one by one. More Zerglings are flooding in. What's going to happen? The PF is being mass repaired at this point. Terran player doesn't have any workers left. They start hiding in the PF, and the PF is completed. Zerglings are running in, killing the starport, so there's no hope of a Banshee for the opposing team. Zerglings are trying to get us around on the Stalkers. More Zerglings are being produced. Stalkers are trying to get up against a wall so they can't be surrounded. The PF is doing insane amounts of damage. It doesn't even need to be repaired. Spencer is completely all in at this point. I'm producing more Zerglings. They're on the way. I've expanded also. Spencer can't even repair. He's just winning at this point like Charlie Sheen. The Protoss player looks like he's going to be able to produce enough Stalkers to stabilize. Unless he gets surrounded here. Uh-oh, this isn't good for Covert Owl. Pretty much loses 2 Stalkers for nothing. On his way to losing 2 more Stalkers for nothing. Spencer is building a barracks on his add-on. I don't think that does anything, but Covert Owl saves 1 Stalker, but he's pretty fucked here. His teammate doesn't have anything. Spencer's building shit in his main. I'm not sure if this is BM or this is like a plan. Anyway, it's being covered by the planetary fortress. Looks like Spencer has another command center here, and I've yet to rally these Zerglings to their base. And the Terran player has expanded to his natural, so this game is anyone's at this point. Spencer has seen this and he's working on it, and I have confirmed that I will fix the problem. That's Covert Owl has a power immortal working on Spencer's command center, and this is pretty bad actually, because immortals can just rip through buildings. But it looks like the Terran player's starport is being obliterated, as well as the rest of his little cute base here. And just like when you get completely effed in real games, 2v2 the same way. You kind of have to haul ass and hope that they don't attack for 10 minutes. And fortunately, Spencer spotted their building, and I'm attacking it, and it will not last. As far as the Protoss player goes, he's attempting to DPS down this planetary fortress, which Spencer is very sloppily not repairing. And as predicted, the Immortal does kill that PF, but with the Terran player floating buildings and a ton of Zerglings being made at my base with an expansion down, it doesn't look good for the Protoss player. The Immortal will get surrounded and fall here. The Stalkers will follow suit. Blink has not been researched. And the Protoss is still on 1 base. Maybe he could have snuck a probe out to this area or this area, but even then it's not looking good, even if he had done that. And I'm going to do a cute little strategy that Zergs that play ZVZ in 1v1 games will know. You go and hide Zerglings in the corner of their base and make them Banelings. Cladramus would like to proclaim that the fact that a planetary fortress rush worked is so gay. Covert Owl is desperately making zealots trying to defend his gates. Banelings! And this doesn't look good. And there go your probes. I point out that the reason they lost is because he disrespected Rachel Ray. Spencer, bit by bit prime the sequel. And when Spencer cheeses, folks, there's no transition. He just keeps cheesing. My Zerglings are going to finish off Covert Owl's base. Spencer has spotted this little cute joke over here. My Zerglings will finish it off as well. Spencer is mining, and what was their main base is pretty BM. Covert Owl doesn't really have shit left except his 1 nexus and his gateways, but at this point he's not mining. The game's over. Looks like the Terran player thinks floating his buildings will help again. And if your Zergling cheese ever fails, folks, expanding and putting down a spire is usually the way to go. Covert Owl's final units are getting surrounded here, and with the help of Spencer's Jim Rayners, we're on our way to victory. The gates are being chrono boosted, which is indicative of knowing what the hell you're doing in a timing attack or hitting the panic button and about to lose the game. Covert Owl decides to tap out here with his chrono boosted gates failing, with no workers remaining, and the Terran player floating the majority of his buildings will elect to tap out here. Folks, this is Cheese Pizza Episode 3, Spencer's successful planetary fortress rush. Look at this, he's transitioning to mass barracks at the 14-minute mark. That was Cheese Pizza. No orbital. That was Cheese Pizza, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're a fan of planetary fortress rushes, leave me a comment. Or if you like Galsy, leave a comment. Or if you enjoyed it, leave a comment. Basically, there's no reason not to leave a comment, because who the hell doesn't love PF rushes or Galsy? Later, folks.